It's December, which means it's the party season. But if there's one type of party that always brings out my inner Scrooge, it would have to be the fancy dress party. I was at one last weekend, and it took me for ages to figure out what to wear. I thought, well, if I figure myself as an actor, I ought to go as William Shakespeare. But then I thought, no, all that fake facial hair, I'd be scratching myself silly all night. But I like the idea of something historical. So I flirted with the idea of something from the Georgian era. But I thought, no to that. There's no fly in them trousers. And at my age, after a few pints, that's a definite no-no. I also discounted something Scottish for the opposite reason. Well, it's December, and on a broad brick moonlit night, it can get a bit cold around the trossachs, so no kilts. So if not something historical, how about something musical, I thought, because I like music. I could have gone as a 50s rock and roller, but I didn't fancy holding my stomach in all night. I could have tried Elton John, but I'm sure to have come a crapper on them platform shoes. And if I'd have gone as a punk rocker, they'd have all thought that I was that darts player. And I'm not having tattoos and piercings for all the tea in China. And say I'd gone as the usual 70s guitar hero. People would have just thought that I was going through a midlife crisis. They wouldn't be far wrong. Then I thought, well, with it being December and with Christmas coming up, but maybe I ought to do something a bit more traditional. No, sod that. I'm not giving everyone a present only to end up on the shelf at the end of the night. In the end, I decided to go as the first Doctor Who. Trouble was, no one else remembered who he was. They all thought that I was an old man. People kept asking me if I wanted to sit down. One woman asked me if I knew who the Prime Minister was. Naturally, I stayed in character. So I said Alec Douglas Hume. That's why they sent me to this lunatic asylum. Oh, it's not too bad. It has one advantage. I don't have to go to any more fancy dress parties. They were going to send me home this afternoon, but I soon put a stop to that. I told them I was Napoleon.